All right, good morning. So, right now we're going to go through the first exercise of four exercises on the love system. So, the listen, observe, validate, empower system. And each of those exercises drizzle down on one of the four sections of the course and gives you an idea of where your strengths are. The goal of these exercises is to find out, is your strength is in the listening, in the observing, in the validating, in the empowering, or in all of them. Now, if you haven't actually seen the introductory part of the course yet, please click on the video to the left of your screen, and you can actually figure out what love is all about and what the system is all about. So as I go through these scenarios, and this scenario is listening, learning to listen, just think about how you would react, how you would behave. There is no right or wrong here. Every answer is really a good one, but it's more about which one you connect with the most. Which one is most likely the one that you would do? Not the one you would think you would do, but the one you would actually, the way you would react in the scenario. So that's important as we go through this process. So here we go. So this one's called Telling You What You Don't Believe. So imagine you're sitting with someone who's close to you and you're discussing something that's important to both of you, something you're both passionate about, not just the other person, but yourself. And it could be like politics, could be school, academia, environment, anything, poverty, economy, global issues, whatever. It doesn't really make a difference. So imagine there's something there that you're both passionate about and you're talking about it together. And then at some point, okay, they stop listening to you. It's almost like you're not there anymore. I don't know if some of you've experienced this. And they start ranting and raving about something about this subject, like whether it's something in a political system that happened or the environment is not being taken care of, whatever. But they start ranting and raving, and then all of a sudden they forget you, like you don't exist. They're not listening to your points. They're cutting you off. The minute you talk, they're just saying, no, you don't know what you're talking about, and they just move on, right? Literally taking over and controlling the conversation that started off being a mutual sort of exchange amongst friends, amongst family, and all of a sudden now there's no control. You're just sitting there listening, and you're not given the chance to speak. You're helpless. You feel like nothing. And just some sounding board, right? You feel like I'm just some sounding board. What do you do? What do you do? Right? This is going to be interesting because I never said this was going to be easy. All right. So, number one, do you excuse yourself politely after listening for a bit and then leave? So you listen for a bit, you're polite, and then you just excuse yourself and go, right? You don't address the issue. You just say, you know what? Thank you so much. This is awesome talking to you. And then you leave. Number two, you stay the course. You listen patiently to what they have to say, and you just speak when you can. You just say, you know what? They're in this mood. They're in this thing. They're my friend. I'm just going to stay the course with them, right? Point number two, I'm just going to sit there and listen and let the wave ride out. And maybe half an hour into this conversation, I might have something to say that they're going to listen to. All right. Point number three. You politely yet firmly state your views. You interrupt them. You basically say, whoa, okay, wait. You say, this is what I believe. This is what I see going through this. And you also, in doing so, set up the rules of engagement, right? You set up the rules saying, well, as we're talking through this, it's important that we both have our opinions. My opinion matters too, right? I know what you're going through. I get it, but let's both talk about it. Let's both converse. So you really address the point, the fact that they've just taken over that conversation. Point number 4, the final point. Do you listen carefully to their view and use the time that they've afforded you to actually learn a different perspective, even questioning further to better understand their view? They're passionate about something. You're both passionate, but they just went off the deep end. Why? Why did they go off the deep end? What happened? What is going on here, right? That's would be number 4. You would actually delve into that and try to understand, what drove them into the deep end. Why are they reacting so severely to the point where your voice doesn't even matter? They just need to let it out. Okay. So once you've answered one of these 4, right, get to the next one. The next section is going to be about observe, obviously, from the next part of the course. And again, just pick something that better fits who you are and how you would react in this kind of situation. Thank you. Talk to you a bit. Bye. I'll never be the same.